Hello everyone, Jilles Groskamp here from Team Infinity, and today in this video I want to talk about the droop, the downstop in the car, and I want to show you a few different ways you can measure the droop. Yes, for example, when you measure the droop, and for example I have my 110 World Championship car here, the Nitro car, the 200mm. Later on I will show you how I measure the droop here. But also on an EP car or even on a 1.8 car, there are different ways to check the droop. And of course the droop is very important, not only for the handling of the car, but especially for the tweak of the car. If the droop left and right is not the same, sometimes you can feel the car is not in balance on the track. So I want to show you the main reason. There are different ways to check the droop and to always get the equal droop. So here we go. First of all, the standard droop block, the 10mm or 20mm with a 1.8. The blocks you put under the car, and then with the ladder you measure the droop under the arm or under the hub. The advantage of this is very easy and fast. The disadvantage is that it's not always exactly accurate. So if you have a small tweak in the car, it can be because you use a drop blocks and with a trap of only 1mm. So therefore, especially in EP, it's a little bit more sensitive. So in EP they use, for example, this one is from Monaco RC, and you measure basically the wheel axle and not the hub or the steering block. Because the steering block can be older or can be used or scratched, and then the number that you see with the block is not the same in the numbers you see at the axle height, because basically the axle height is much more accurate for reading the droop. So with this device you have the two, you screw on the wheel, you take off the wheel, you put it on the wheel axle. And with this device you can measure much more accurate by 0.2mm the droop, the exact droop. Of course the last one is the caliper, and also with the caliper, of course, this is the best thing, the best way to measure the droop exactly. It's a little bit more hassle, it's a little bit more careful. I also use the drop blocks from 10mm for the 110 car. And then I measure also the height of the axle. So I will show you now a little bit the differences, and so you can see how I measure everything. So here we go. This is my World Championship car from Huge RC, IFMAR World Championship, and I honestly don't know exactly how much droop I had, but if I measure on my droop block, it's about a little bit less than 0, and also on this block it's a little bit less than 0. But again, with these steps is 1mm, it's quite a lot, so it's not so easy to measure exact droop. So I tell you, this device from Monaco RC is especially used in the EP cars this way. And of course you can also use it in the 110. 1.8 is of course different because you have not the same axle. But with this device you can measure the height. So I try to measure the droop from the front, but honestly speaking, with this device the front droop is simply too low. So you only can measure the rear droop with this device, and of course on the EP car you can always use this device. But on the Nitro car in the front is not accurate, or not, we have to go below 21mm. So in this case the only way I'm gonna measure is with the calipers, because then you have the exact height of the axle, so that means the droop. So normally I take the caliper and I measure like this on top. It doesn't matter because you just want to have the same left and right. It's 32.6, and actually after 1 hour of racing this is 33.0, and this is 32.65. So actually the droop got off a little bit by 0.3. It didn't matter. I still I still won the race. But yeah, with this with the calipers, for sure you are a lot more accurate with the droop. And yeah, again, with the blocks it's very easy, very simple. Sometimes, especially these blocks are 10 and 10.5 millimeters, so you can still do half millimeter steps. I know there are also ladders like this by 0.2 or even 0.1, but this one is a very old school JG Racing, and this is 1 millimeter. So there's many ways. I just want to show you the different ways to measure droop. The most accurate is still the calipers. It's a little bit more hassle, and for EP racing especially, this one is really really nice because it measures the axle height, which is always the most accurate for the droop. So thank you again for watching my video. I hope this was helpful, and see you next time.